Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. I am back live again. Last week, I pre-recorded using the new layering stencils from the Crafters Workshop. I really loved those. Shelly said she loved the sunflower one with the picket or with the brown fence. I agree. Honestly, I love them both. I can't pick a favorite. Today I'm going to be doing a DIY lantern. If you haven't seen, we got some new lanterns from CrafTreat. They are a full little DIY kit. So I want to show you what comes in it and how easy these are to build. I do have one done. Yes, it's always better. I prefer, Shelly, to do it live because then I can actually see you guys in the chat. And sometimes I gotta ask you guys questions when I need help with something. So yes, hello, Nicole and Shelly. I see both of you in the comments on YouTube. I do stream on YouTube and both of our Facebook pages. So not everybody can see everyone's comments, but I can see everybody's comments. Before I get started, I just want to announce last week's winner. I asked you guys to post a stencil card in our Crafting with Exie Facebook group. And the winner is Bonnie. She had this really nice card with, it's like a forest scene with some deer, and it was really beautiful. So congrats, Bonnie. Your stencil is up at the front with Marianne for whenever you're in next. And Shelly, I still have your 2 prizes for whenever you place your next order. And then I also have one for Linda Larson as well. And then there will be one today. So let's get into it. I've got a lantern done. So I'm going to show you that. This was my first one. I actually did somehow mess it up. The face was actually supposed to go in the reverse. So then I had to end up doing my own hat because it was supposed to be out of this really pretty sparkly paper. But yeah, I accidentally messed that up. So I had to create my own, but you would never know. I actually don't have any lights in here because the lights I like to put in here, you can use a LED tea light, or we have these craft lights from Studio Light. We're sold out of right now that also work great in here. I don't like the fairy lights as much in here. They work, but I prefer just one light in here. So this is one done. They do stand up. I will show you. I had been having this up here on display, but I actually had to take it down because they didn't release for a while. So now that's going to live back there, and I'll have a second one. It'll probably go in the store. Sorry, I'm dropping things. Okay, let's make one. I'll show you all the different ones, and then I really want to do the gnome one because gnomes are so cute. So here is the penguin one. They do vary in size as well. I also really like this one. This one would be fun to not only use as like a lantern, but you could actually kind of use it as like a little treat box, put some treats inside. And that was the one I already had done. The snowman is super cute, as well as Santa and Mrs. Santa. And the one I really want to do is the gnome. So there is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different ones to choose from. So, oh, these are also at a very affordable price. They are only $11.90. These would be fun to do as well with any friends, family. You're going to see how easy and fun it is to do. So all the pieces come pre-cut, and you've also got step-by-step photo instructions. So let's do actually, I'm going to skip ahead and fast forward because I want my glue to dry. So you can do this, but since you don't have to do it, now, since I'm live, I just want to make sure that it dries in time. So I'm going to just skip ahead, let it dry, and then I'll work on the other pieces. So these just pop out. This is a shimmery, you can kind of see, cardstock. If I put my flashlight on, it's not doing anything. Okay, I thought it might. So just pop all these. Hello, Darlene. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday so far. I really like how everything is pre-cut. It makes it a lot easier, and you get to skip to the fun part. You don't have to do any die cutting. And some people don't have the die cutting tools and everything, so this is easy for anyone to do. Then you also get these pre-cut vellum sheets. So what I'm going to do with my glue is I'm just going to go along the outside, just do a small thin little glue line around the outside, and then cover that with the acetate. Just apply pressure, make sure all the sides are glued down, and then set that aside for the next. Both sides are sparkly as well, so it doesn't matter what side you add glue to. I do tend to get glue all over my fingers because I tend to add too much, but that's okay. I just wipe it off and then rub my fingers together and it comes off. And it is a little, inside of the design is a little tree, little Christmas tree. So you could go a step further as well and actually color in the Christmas tree if you wanted to. Make the tree green, add some different colors for the ornaments. I'll show you what I mean. You can kind of see that's the tree there. You could color that in even more if you wanted to. This is actually my 4th lantern I think I've made. One I ended up shipping to somebody. Another one I lost. I don't know. I did it in Las Vegas, and I'm not sure if it made its way home. Oh, I think I got an extra one of these. So I feel like I'm kind of a pro now. But they're all the same concept. So all of them, they all have these pieces that I'm putting together right now. They're just different designs, and some look slightly different. All right, so that's done. Now we can start putting the frame together. So I'm going to pop out, I'm going to actually go back to step 1, pop out the hat of the gnome. Might as well pop out the hand as well with the glove. And then I could reuse this actually, or I'm just going to end up throwing it out because I have so much paper. I don't need to collect that. All right, now I'm going to grab the body of the gnome. I was like, where did I put that? Put it behind me. I'm going to pop out the gnome. Oh, I just realized, oh, the mitt's connected. I was like, I thought there was 2 mitts. Yeah, it's connected. So this outer layer is also that shimmery, you can kind of see it, cardstock, which is really nice. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to throw that out yet. I have an idea. Okay, pop out this middle piece. And these, I think, are going to be the shoes, I believe, maybe, I think. Set those aside. Just gonna grab a quick drink. All right, so I made this mistake last time. So when you're attaching your hat, make sure you attach it to the right side. When I did it last time, I somehow did it like with the, I don't know how, but I put the gloves on the wrong hands is what I did, and the face, because the face goes on either side, like it would work. So just be careful. But this one I can't really mess up because it is not symmetrical. Thankfully, that helps me. Let's glue that down. This would be a fun project to do with my niece. Then you're going to take the other elements here and pop all these out. So I'm going to set that aside. So, oops, you're going to want the outer and inner layers. So you're going to want that and the inside. This can be thrown out. Go. So these will fit into each other. So when you look at it, you're going to be able to know this is going to be the bottom piece because there's no notch at the bottom, and this is going to be the middle piece because there's a notch at the top and the bottom. So what I'm going to do is fit in the first one, which has a notch at the top and bottom, into the notches. There we go. And then the next one is going to go right inside. The same way, you can lay it kind of flat, hold it flat if that makes it easier. And piece in. I honestly just find it easy to bend it because it's cardstock. You can manipulate it a little bit. All right, so that is how it looks so far. Again, it can fold flat. So once you've got that, we're going to add the top and the bottom. So this will just connect in. There's notches along the sides. These notches connect to these notches down here. They honestly slip in pretty easily. So I just slowly make my way around the circle and fit the notches where they're supposed to go. That's got two, get out of there. And then once it's all kind of lined up, I'll actually kind of fit it in, piece it, kind of like clicks into place almost. And then this will help hold the structure and everything. So the bottom's done. You can see it's holding its structure much better. Now we'll do the top piece, exactly the same thing. You can see the corners fit in like that. Gonna move along to the next one. And then just keep making your way around the circle. All right, perfect. It is all in now. So now what we can do is we can add the insert layers. So these, you can see the holes at the top and the bottom. These ends just go stick into them. So you can see the bottom, just stick it in. And then you're going to just bend it a bit and slide it in through the top there. Then I just like to kind of pull it a little bit so it is pulled through all the way and nice and secure. And I got my dirty fingers on it. There we go. So you can see that now. Then you just piece all the pieces in. So you could technically take this, like build most of it, take it apart and mail it to somebody flat if you wanted to. And then they can just slide these pieces together and add an LED. Just make sure you don't put your tree upside down like I just did. But these come out really easily, so you just pull it out, flip it the right way, slide it through. There we go. And then the back, you could leave the back middle one open if you wanted to, make it easier to put a light in there and turn it on and off. Almost done. Yes, it's a nice craft too because it's not too messy. I do not like creating mess with my niece and nephews. I have a phobia of touching dirty things, so the less messy craft project I can do with them, the better. I'm someone who wears gloves when I touch raw or just food in general, even like broccoli. I wear gloves, same with dishes, same with cleaning. When I clean, I wear gloves. All right, so it's not done yet, but we've got the main part of it done. Now we've got the nose to add, and I'm actually debating on 3D'ing this nose. I'm just going to sand the sides down just a smidge. Okay. I think I might 3D it just a little bit. I'm going to grab my thin foam pad. So these are my 1 millimeters. Honestly, if you inked it around a little bit too, that would probably look really nice. I just don't have any in here. All right, the nose is done. Then you can add your Xmas sign. This you could also 3D, but I think, do I want it 3D or flat? I'm going to do it flat. You could do some ink blending on the white circle to make it blend a bit more. Yes, you definitely could. You could add some ink because the ink would go onto this cardstock. Shelly wanted it 3D'd. Sorry, too late. Hello, Karen. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday so far. Okay, then we just need to add the glove. I just want to figure out how it sits in here like that. Perfect. Before I glue it down. And voila, you have a lantern. Again, you can always add a light into it. We are just sold out of the craft lights right now. We will be getting more back in stock, but I prefer the craft lights over the fairy lights. But also, you could go to the dollar store and get those little light up tea lights. Do not use any real fire in here, please. Unless you want to start a fire, then yeah. Yeah, you can see the shiny paper. You could ink blend around the white as well. Maybe add, like, it might be even good just to add gray just to pop the gnome a bit more. Yeah, that is the gnome. All right, I'll just show you my first one again. Little reindeer. I have a collection going now. Oh, wait, I forgot the shoes. Okay, so the shoes are white on top of white. I think, are these shoes? I don't know what these are. I thought they were shoes, but I don't know. I think they're supposed to be shoes, but they're white. So I would actually ink these, but I don't have ink in here, so I'm not going to add it until I ink those. All right, let's do, yeah, a small flashlight would also work in here. Let's do a giveaway. Let's see if anyone can tell me the brand that this is from. It'll be the first person to comment the brand, and they'll get a Mrs. Claus or Mrs. Santa. Let's see who can remember the name. I've got 7 people watching, so somebody's got to know it. If not, go look for it and see if you're the first one to comment it. Kelly said craft, but there's a second part to the name. All right, Dina. Congrats, Dina. It is CrafTreat. So you have won that. I'm just going to write that down quickly. Of course, I have no sticky notes. Or, let me see. Hopefully this pen works. Nope, of course, no pen working. All right. So that is all I have to show. Quickly, I just want to talk about the open house. I have 2 cards I can show right now. Some of the cards need to be reworked, so I'm going to wait until next week when all the cards are completely finished to show all of them off, but I'll give you a sneak peek for each day. This is going to be a Friday card using the Crafters Workshop stencil butters. You can see the shimmer in that, and the layering stencils from the Crafters Workshop. And then for Saturday, this is a Saturday card. Again, there will be 5 different cards each day this year. Marianne did these, and oh my gosh, I think this is my favorite one. It is an all-in-create card, and it is so adorable. So yeah, open house, just a reminder that it is $5 a day. You can come both Friday and Saturday. Saturday is always our quieter day, and we've got deals going on, special sales. Usually we've got surprise bags. I'm pretty sure we'll have those again this year. There's always prizes every hour. And of course the make and take. Just again, there are 4 different cards each day. So if you do both days, you won't be making any of the same cards. Alrighty, I will see you all next week. I actually don't even know what I'm going to do next week because I don't know. We will figure it out next week and see what we're going to do. It'll probably be something Christmas again. Either something Halloween or fall or Christmas. All right, I will see you guys next Friday. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. Hopefully all my fellow Ontario friends are enjoying the cooler weather. It's finally, we're not in a heat warning anymore. So nice. You can actually go outside and actually walk. And my dog has been so happy enjoying this weather. He can actually go for a walk now. All right. See you all. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.